This is the day before New Year's Eve, 2016. Just sitting here wondering about my life and what's important. And thinking way back when I was very young, I wanted things. I wanted all the material things you could have. I came from a family with no money to speak of. And so when I left home at 15 and a half, believe it or not, I decided that the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to buy a real fur coat. In those days, fur coats were okay. So I did everything I could. I worked really hard up in Hollywood. And guess what? I bought a fur coat. I bought a fur coat. I was so proud. I was so happy. I had a fur coat. Well, as time went on, the coat just lost its meaning. It just wasn't that important anymore. It just wasn't that important. So then I decided, oh God, what do I want now that will make me completed and happy? Well, I'm happy, but to fulfill that little thing that's missing in me. So I decided I needed some diamonds, real diamonds. I needed jewelry. I needed Rolex watches. I needed those things, I thought. So I ended up with 3 Rolex watches, all kinds of diamond earrings and necklaces and bracelets. I was so happy. And as time went along, one day they just didn't matter. And they went in the little boxes and they stayed there. And I never wore them. And then I thought, okay, now what? When that didn't satisfy, then I decided, okay, what will really satisfy me? My own business. I'll have my own business. I'll be the boss. That'll satisfy me. So down in South Redondo Beach, California, I opened a men's hairstyling salon. My own business. It was a great time in my life. I think it was like 5 years I was there in my own business. And it ended up being pretty good. And guess what? After a few years, I no longer had that passion. I had to have it. My hair salon wasn't satisfying me like I thought it would. I loved it. But still, I had that little something left in me that was just missing. I don't know what it was. But then I decided, well, now what'll I do? What's going to satisfy me forever? How about my own business out of the house, where I can do everything out of the house? So, after some preparation, I came up with a little brown paper bag barbecue glaze. And I love doing that. I ended up being in 3 different states. And it's a one-of-a-kind. It's a one-of-a-kind barbecue glaze. Sad story is the big manufacturer company went out of business, filed bankruptcy, nobody notified me, and I lost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in my inventory product that they had because they would package it there. So with that gone, I didn't really have enough time to say it didn't satisfy me because it was just a few years. But anyway, so I sit down and I go, no matter what, the next thing's going to satisfy me. And what will that be? I need a beautiful home, a very high-end home on a hill. Well, I ended up with a 3,000 square foot beautiful home overlooking the valley. It was so beautiful. Custom pool I designed. Now I had it all. But then one day, sitting out there looking out at the pool, it didn't matter anymore. It just didn't matter that I had that. Weird. Well, anyway, I thought, well, now what? I still have that little something that seems to be missing. Oh, I know. I needed a fancy car. So I bought a Jaguar. Oh, yes. I bought a beautiful bluish green Jaguar. I was proud. I drove it around. I had everything. And then one day, that car just didn't matter. It was just a car. It wasn't fulfilling my little missing something. I thought, well, you know what? I need a different kind of a car. So I bought a little Mercedes SL, a little convertible. Oh, it was beautiful, and I drove around in. It's a little two-seater. I just loved it. I love that little car. But then one day, driving down to the beach, I just thought, if it's nice that I have this, that I have the jewelry and the furs and the houses, but why do I still have it missing something in me? So anyway, I decided, you know what, maybe if I had some awards, maybe if I won some awards and had a little name. So I decided I would do that. So I joined Coldwell Banker, and long story short, I became one of the top 3 in the state of California. They had a celebration, they gave me all these awards, I won cash money, blah, 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 blah. And then, guess what happened? One day it just didn't matter. I took all my trophies from all the time with Coldwell Banker, all my trophies that I won, and I threw them away. Every one of them. Then I decided, okay, maybe I need a different kind of a trophy, or an award, or something. So then I went to work selling these timeshares at the Marriott, and boy, I won award after award after award, and I won the top award called the Presidential Club. I do think I was one of the very first people to go into that higher circle of so-called winners. So I took my trophies home, I took everything home, all my pictures and blah, blah, blah. And then one day it just dawned on me, you know what? What good are the awards? What good are the awards? Well, maybe I needed a different kind of award. So then I won an award for a movie script. I won an international award for one of my screenplays. I was so happy. I was so proud. But then, you know what? That also didn't matter. And when that stopped mattering, I decided I was going to get rid of everything. I took all my jewelry, every bit of it, my 3 Rolexes. I really had more different watches, but I took all my jewelry, my diamonds, everything. As you notice, no jewels ever on Barbara, ever. They don't mean anything. So anyway, I sold them. I took them to like a pawn shop place down there in Cathedral City, and I sold them. I sold everything. I do not own one piece of jewelry. My point is, I got rid of the Mercedes, and I bought myself a Lexus RX. I have to say that all these years later, that car still makes me happy. That's the only material thing. All the fine clothes, all the fine jewelry, all the fine homes, all the fine foods, and the great places I enjoy dining. Nothing satisfies all the way. The car is the only thing that has a little satisfaction for myself. An older car, can you imagine? But anyway, my point is that I have found that little missing something. And so I'm going to spend the next year, 2017, delving deep into full understanding of consciousness. Consciousness, oh my God, it's the most incredible, satisfying thing I could ever imagine doing. With that said, if any of you feel like you have everything, but you still have a little something missing in you, just some little thing missing, maybe you just might want to sit down and quietly think, what is it? Because I'm here to tell you, there's not one material thing that can bring full satisfaction forever, in my opinion. Okay, I'll stop rattling. My whole point on this little thing was that you can spend your whole life looking for all these things that you think are so important. But when you think about it, after you get them, a while later, then you're still wanting something else. So I've decided at this point in my life that I want to find out the truth, the reality, the facts of what's going on. Because in my mind, in my belief system, it's pointless to be born, live long or short years, suffer most of them, be happy a little, and then die, and it's all over. That can't be what it's about. So from here out, until my time comes to go wherever I go, I am going to seek answers. And where will I seek? Within my own consciousness, because that's where everything is. It's where everything starts and where it ends. Because for me, no consciousness and no experience. So in 2017, my goal is to deeply, sincerely study consciousness and how it works. Yes, we already have it right within our own consciousness. Everything is ours, and it all comes out from us. From us. Okie dokie. Bye. Bye. Have a wonderful, wonderful New Year. It will be your year, if you believe it will be. Anyway, Happy New Year, everyone. Hope you all can be as happy and contented as I am. Okay, dokie. Bye. Bye.